Welcome in to another podcast of
Just Like Us.
I'm your host, Justin Bird, and this is my lovely co-host,
Lady Zito.
Welcome in, you guys. Welcome in. You could be anywhere in the world, but you've chosen to be here with us right now, right here. And we want to say thank you for spending the time with us. Okay, so on tonight's episode, all right, we have a powerhouse. Okay, she is the founder, co-founder of Biz Success Academy, one of my mentors, a friend of me, someone who I find to be very, very, very helpful in more than one way. This is someone who I hold dearly, and she's come a long way in the short period of time that we've known each other. So let me bring out the one and only Cherice Gilliam. Let's go. What's up, Cherice? How you doing?
Cherice.
Queen, how you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. She's in the chat, probably talking. But welcome in, Cherice. How are you? Oh, can she hear us?
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us, Cherice? Let me know you're there. Cherice, can you hear us?
I can hear you. I can hear you like 3 times over.
Oh,
your intro over and over again.
Okay.
I'm not sure what's happening.
But you know what? I like it. I like being introduced like 4 times in a row.
Oh,
I think that's so cool.
again.
Oh, okay.
And then again.
I like it. Best intro ever. When you can be introduced 4 times in a row. Like
She said, do it again.
Okay. So
do it again.
So, all right. On this soul stirring episode of Just Like Us, we sit down with powerhouse visionary Cherice Gilliam, co-founder of Biz Success Academy, and a divine force behind our growth journey. Okay, so Cherice has been more than a mentor. She's been a mirror, a monumentum shift, and a reminder that when you align with your purpose, everything changes. From coaching sessions to behind the scenes breakthroughs, she's walked beside us, showing what it looks like to build a legacy from the inside out. And if you've been craving clarity, community, and a call to real alignment, this episode is for you. Again, welcome into my sister, Cherice Gilliam.
welcome. Hello, wherever you are in the world right now. Shout out to Canada. Shout out to Switzerland. Shout out to Ghana. Shout out to Spain. Shout out to, some of my new folks that I met over there in France. So shout out to all of you if you're watching us right now from any one of those countries. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for having me.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you for you guys are like the powerhouse couple of the century right now. Like you guys are it. And so I'm just so excited and happy to be here. This is exciting.
We're excited to have you. Speaking of powerhouse, I gotta say you are the such a moving person in my life right now. There's so many things that have been a plus since we've met. Only 3 months ago. I feel like I've known you like half my life. We met, and we started Biz Success Academy. You brought me in on Biz Success Academy, and it's been, oh my gosh, we've accomplished so many things. We've got webinars coming up. We host coffee conversations on the weekend, and we have the Power Hour on Wednesdays, and we're growing. And so, with Biz Success Academy and what you started, like there's been so many positive things in my life that's happened just since we have met in these few months. So I'm really glad to have you in my circle, in our life, and you truly add value to everything that we're doing. So thank you for being here.
And I think it's amazing. It's amazing what we've done. Let me just say this. I'm so thankful to my partner, Charlene. I'm so thankful to Charles, who was another one of our contributors, and you and Letty. You guys have really allowed us to do some things new and creative that maybe you don't always get to do, right? And I've just been really enjoying this process. Listen, let me explain to you. So any of you who do not know, and you've not been there, you've not heard about it, Charlene and I, and it took her a little bit of arm twisting. I will not admit it. I will admit it that she took us a little arm twisting for us to create this community over on School. So I was just once we got it started, I was like, dang, she was right. She was right. So I'm so glad that we created it. But she had said, we have so many gifts and talents and knowledge. How can we help people in this new space, in this new thing called the digital space, right? And I said, well, we'll just, do like we're doing, but with digital products. And she said, no, we got to do a little bit different. We need to be able to show people how to really amplify their business, amplify what they're doing, and be able to do it with all the new latest greatest gadgets and tools.
Right.
So I said, okay, well, that sounds like a lot of fun. So we created Biz Success Academy. And while we were coming up with all the things that we're going to do, there are 9 modules in there from zero to finish. If you want to learn anything else about business, the modules are in there. While we were writing those modules, we said, we should bring in some collaborators. And that is when we brought in Justin and Charles. And it has been amazing what they bring to the table, you guys. It's been amazing. So we decided to create the community. And inside that community, we wanted to have everything you needed to know about building a business without having to continuously pay for this, pay for that, pay for this. Because let's be real, that is how it works, right? You start something, you still want to do a YouTube channel, you get YouTube. Then somebody says, pay me and I'll show you how to do the channel. And then they say, oh, pay me and I'll show you how to do the thumbnails. Pay me and I'll show you. Look, no, it gets to be where you're constantly paying for things and never getting to the finish line. Am I talking listen, if you guys know what I'm talking about, type finish line in the comments for me. Because you know what I'm saying. You could pay for 1,000 things and never hit the finish line. And then you have all these tools that you don't know how to use them, right? You don't know how to put them together. So we created this community where we can come together, where we can learn together. Everyone in that community has skill sets, talents, and gifts that they bring to the community as well. And we try to put them all together and harness them in there so that we all work together, right? So this community is $97, but Justin has the dollar link for you. So if you click this QR code, you can get in for $1. And I know what everyone's going to say, Cherice, if they see it, it is way too much stuff that you're giving away for $1.
Right.
I know. Yes. Even Justin said, no, we got to charge $97.99. We can charge a couple $1,000, charge $2,500. So no, we really want to bring in what we call it, Justin, Army of Ants.
That's a fact.
Right?
So don't be thinking about the dollar, y'all. We're here for you guys. We're really adding value for you guys, so that, because if you guys are in business, you know that there's so many different companies that are gouging you. There's so many people that will ask you for $1,000. You go get it. It's like, damn, they didn't even show up. My mentor, I don't even know where to reach him. I don't even know how to get a hold of this female or whoever it is. So the dollar, don't get it twisted, you guys. This dollar is there because we're believing in you guys. We're believing in the army of ants. We want to build you up, not around. We're not here to get rich off you guys. We want to grow together and then rinse and repeat, right?
Yeah, no, and that's what it's all about. So, and although let me be 100% clear with people. I never get mad at anything anybody else is doing. I don't. Because if they're building a community and they're charging you $9,000 and you're paying it and you're getting what you need out of it, then do that. Yeah. So I'm not complaining about what anybody out there else is doing. Right. I just believe that my mission is to help as many people as possible for as low cost as possible. I have been coaching and consulting for over 30 years.
Wow.
I have seen a lot. I have worked with major companies. I've consulted with major companies. I've consulted with major nonprofits. I've worked with hospitals and churches that make over $50 million a year. Okay. I've worked with major companies. I've raised $10 million for UNICEF. So I know what it takes to raise a lot of money, to charge a lot of money. But this go round right now in this age and time, you get it for $1.
It's not gonna be that's not gonna be the price for every guy. Let's just be honest. There's so much, and if you haven't been in there, there's a lot to unpack. So be prepared to have a lot of great information that you can utilize, because we work with MRR and PLR rights, and so basically private label rights and master resale rights. So if you're familiar with any of this stuff, this is right up your alley. This is where you need to be, is with us. And again, $1, like, you can't even buy anything. You can't even buy a piece of gum.
Even $97 would be a steal. Listen, there are master classes in there. Yeah, there's a lot in there, and so we put it all in. Charlie and I, we put it all in. We drop new products all the time. We're constantly on Wednesdays. We're talking about how to make revenue generation on Wednesdays. And then on Saturdays, we talk coffee and conversation. Get your coffee, get your tea, get your water bottle, and bring the challenges you have in your business and let's work it out. Right. That alone is worth a lot. Right. Just to be able to get someone to talk to you through your specific challenges and have access to somebody to jump on a Zoom or fix something. I just got a text message from a few minutes ago. They're like, I'm stuck. And I said, don't worry. I'm going to jump on the podcast. If you need me afterwards, then, here, try this. And they did it. It worked. And they're like, cool, it worked. Thank you. And I'm doing this while I'm setting up the podcast, right?
Yeah.
I'm setting up on my side. We're here for you because we really want to see people achieve greatness. Because if they achieve greatness in what they're doing, that is going to further the world, and it's going to just be a better place, right? Just like you guys have this podcast as an opportunity and a space for people to come talk about what they do, how they do it, and you are just spreading so much love. And the next person is then spreading more, and the next person. So when we're all walking in our greatness, we are truly leaving a legacy. And let me just say a little bit about legacy, because a lot of times people think that's leaving something behind.
Right.
In my opinion, you could leave a legacy and no one know your name. Because you're making an impact on this world. It'll always be here. Right. When I was working with UNICEF to see putting in water projects around the world, or eliminating maternal neonatal tetanus, or eliminating a disease, those people don't know my name.
Right.
They'll never know my name. But you know what? There will be generations that will come from the person whose life was saved, or who had fresh water for their children. Those children are going to grow up. They're going to go to school. They're going to then have kids of their own, and they will never know who helped bring that water to their village.
That's amazing. I never really thought
that is legacy building, y'all.
Legacy. If y'all didn't hear, let me recap.
Yeah,
Say what she
I love
said.
that too.
You don't have to have your name go down in the history books to leave a legacy. You know what I mean? She's because what she's talking about is she has changed so many things in the world and made an impact. These people don't know her name, but they don't need to. They know her impact and what she's done to help out. And also, let me add this. With the community we have, you guys, I can tell you one thing right now. The impact that has been made within our community, inside the chat, the people that you see here, these are the people who have seen firsthand how much you can get from just being around the right people. Okay. So, and I guarantee you what, the people that are in the chat right now are the people that have been poured into, that can say that not only does it work, we're able to really give to others because we're learning stuff and we're able to add value to other people's lives. So it's not just about us gaining all this information and keeping it to ourselves. We're actually able to give it to others and help other people out for $1. I mean, that's dang near free.
Yeah.
So get in while you can, because it's not going to be $1 forever. We're not selling you on something. We're not trying to get you for your money. Obviously, $1, but we're on to something big here, you guys. The Army Dance is if we're all growing.
No, and it's really like, if you are looking for a place to call home, if you're looking for a community of other great creators, you're looking for a community of others who are looking to build their business, if you want to build your legacy, and you're looking to be sharpened by other iron sharpens iron, right? If you're looking to be sharpened by other iron, I will tell you, it's difficult to find a place where you can go, where when you're talking, people are saying exactly what you're going to say before you said it. And then another person has got another thought, and you're like, oh, that thought. And it's just like, you're sitting here sometimes, Charles, sometimes Justin has to remind us when we're on our debrief meetings, hey, we got to go, because all of us is so powerful and we all have these great thoughts. We can be here and sitting here and talking for hours. Right.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of community you want to be in, where you're not afraid to say, listen, I hit this brick wall. I can't figure this out. What am I doing? Oh, I remember the days of a few people who were so frustrated, and they just were like, I can't, nothing works. And I said, whoa, it works. You just need the right tools. Right.
Right.
You guys remember those days. And then we helped them work through it. And now they're in revenue generation mode. Let me say that again. They worked through it, and now they're in revenue generation mode. That's powerful, right? Yes. That's powerful. So it really is about being in a community with people who are like-minded, who are looking to build you up. And that is what Biz Success Academy is all about. It's not about me. It's not about you. It's not about anybody else. It's about all of us being in there together and building up and reaching the levels of success. Is different for everyone, right?
Yes.
My level, listen, I've reached success. I am I am, by all definitions, successful in my own right. Okay. I'm my definition of success. I have
Yeah.
achieved that. I have a
Right.
beautiful family. My daughter has a beautiful family now. I have a grandson. So
Yeah.
check. I
Mm,
now am, I don't want for anything. I don't need for anything. I can buy what I want. I can go where I want. I can do what I want. And I can live the life that I want. That's my definition of
mm,
success. Someone else's might be mini mansion, Bentleys, airplanes. I don't know. But whatever your level of success is, we want you to come into the community. We want to help you achieve it.
mm.
That's
Yeah.
what we want.
And again,
Right?
let me add
Oh,
something
I
to
wanted
that.
to add
Go
something.
ahead,
Yeah,
man.
I wanted to say, like, I was skeptical, right? You saw me like put my right foot in, take my right foot out, and then I was like, put my right foot in, take my left foot out, and I was like, oh, all right, I'll stay. And then just what I don't know, what's it been, 30 days? I don't know, 2 months that I've been consistently showing up. I mean, we got so much done. Even just today, going into the community while we were on our Wednesday hour of power. Is that what
Yeah.
you guys
Yeah.
call it?
Yeah.
Power hour. I took one of the prompts that you had to create a
Yes, it's
and do it, and
fire.
it was all right. I was like, it don't look like me, but I'll take it. Look, I was
Glad you did
happy
it, right?
just to do it, and that's my point in here, or even just in life. Like, we don't have to wait till we have all the right equipment or everything
Yeah.
is just right. We can come in with what we have, right? It's what did our mentor last week say? It's not a lack of resources, it's a lack of resourcefulness.
Desmond soon.
We get to be resourceful, and we've had to do that because we're on a budget, right?
Right.
There's only one person here making the income.
Right.
And so to be a part of this community, to have you stay with us on a Saturday long after everyone
Yeah.
else has gotten off
Yeah.
the
On my
Zoom
birthday. Don't forget that
on
part.
her
Hey,
birthday,
y'all, gotta be
on her
careful. For
birthday,
real.
and take the time to walk us through things is has been, it's been amazing. And for me, like, I was afraid of like AI, and I had found ChatGPT before this was about, gosh, I don't know, probably 4 years ago now, and I was like, what is this thing? And I didn't have anybody to like guide me or teach me, but you guys have made it less fearful, right? And it's actually like a personal assistant. And I get so much out of doing the Wednesday and the Saturday. It gives me ideas, and then I can bring them to life. And when I get stuck, I know that I can call on anybody in that community,
Yeah.
and they're going to be there for me. They're
Yeah.
going to have the answer that I need.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
That's right. And I
thank
think
you.
we really should not be afraid of the latest tools.
Right.
That's
Right.
what keeps us back, especially if you're getting to be a little bit older, right? I'm a little older now.
I'm getting younger, y'all. I don't know
I'm a
what's up.
little older now. And now that you get to be a little older, I remember the days of when people would say, I don't want to use a computer, and you would just be like, why not? And just imagine if we had the tools we have today. If
Yeah.
we had them 20 years, man, I'm telling you, my level of success would be 4 times if I had chat.
Mm.
Right.
Back 25 years ago, I trust and believe you me. We had the internet, and I thought I was doing some things when the internet came along. So I can only imagine what I would get out chatting all these new things. And so we really want to make those things not scary. We
Right.
need to take the tools
Yeah.
of modern day and use them in our business and help them elevate our business.
Yeah.
And they should not be scary. Now, are we going to master everything to some crazy degree? No, we're not going to teach you how to do coding. Oh, thank you. Happy birthday. Yes, thank you. No, we're not going to teach you how to code unless you want to learn something like that. But really, we're going to just show you how to use these tools easily and make them fun. And then use them to be able to elevate your business. So I am going to share with you, because Letty did a good job. Here is her doll.
Yeah. Woo, let's go.
Anyways,
Yeah,
thank you.
let's go.
So we learned how to make the dolls in the AI Genie workshop #1.
Yeah.
We're going to be, and then we talked about ways to use ChatGPT, Canva, the dolls, and other tools, right? Because ours walked and talked and did a whole bunch of things. And we learned how to use those things to then help elevate our business. So not just, they're just a doll, right? It's just a little image, it's static on paper, but how can we use that to then take it and use it to elevate our business? Justin was doing fire. Justin's video of his doll breaking out the box, it must got 500 views on my on my Instagram page.
I put sound and everything.
And then, again, that raises up the algorithm. It get me a lot more views. It pushed me forward to a lot of people, and people can see the moves that you're making over here, and that is going to help your business, right? Because that's what it's all about. So it's not just, anybody can go do chat and get the doll. I even showed on the workshop where someone sells the prompt to do what we gave away for $72.
Wow. Just exactly what we do.
Somebody sells the prompt for 70. And I showed it on one day when we were in our resellers meeting. Let me show you. Listen, and I ain't mad. If somebody buys a prompt for $72, buy it. Because they had the gumption to come into our workshop, take that prompt. I said, go sell the prompts. People sell just the prompts. They don't even sell the dolls. Somebody else is selling. They'll make your doll for you for $100.
Yeah. Right.
Lady, that was 2 seconds, right? Just imagine. And we talked about those ways to make revenue. So we can't hate on the person doing it. They took the idea and they ran with it and they're doing it, right? I'm so proud of that. I'm so proud of that. I have another person who took the Genie workshop and they are creating their own animated kids cartoon from what they learned.
That's dope. Woo. That's dope.
Come on, props.
Mentees, right? You see your mentees doing what you taught them. You can only be proud. I mean, how are you going to hate on somebody that's taking what you taught them and going and making revenue and generating money off of exactly what you taught them to do? Speaking of which, up here on the screen, you guys, we have a code that you can scan. We are hosting a upcoming webinar June 12th or July 12th for AI Genie 2.0. And
2.0.
First one we went over
is coming out the door.
Yes.
Don't miss it.
How to build your own chatbots.
Don't miss it.
Don't sleep on this. This is big because let me just be real with you guys. There's people who are making millions of dollars on generating chatbots and having these chatbots do their work. Not just one or two, but like a handful of these chatbots that you can create and make, and we can teach you how. Not only are you able to use it in your business, you can use it for your personal life, but you have these chatbots that you can create and put them into your business and help your business grow and take the heavy weight off of what you need to do so you can do other things. This is big. So don't miss this. Also, to add to that, if you guys scan this QR code, Desmond Soon, he's our mentor. He's an IPA, which is income producing activity guru. Okay. He's worked with Dan Lok. He's worked with Robert Kiyosaki. He has offered for those who want to join in, if you scan that QR code right there, we have the upcoming webinar, the workshop that we have called the AI Genie 2.0. If you guys get in here, it's going to be $27 to get in here. We're going to charge $97, but we decided, you know what, we're going to do it's $27 we're charging, but you get a whole lot more than just building a chatbot and learning the skills to be able to use these chatbots. You have the powerhouse Desmond Soon himself. For those who can show us and prove that they scan this code, he's going to create a workshop for us personally. Okay, this is a guru. I'm saying
fire.
Huge at what he does.
That's huge.
In the spectacular, the social media income challenge, as well as Spectacular School of Business. Shout out to Spec and the family over there. But Desmond Soon himself is personally going to join us, and he's going to help create a Zoom class that we all can pour into and get poured into, to have him come in there and teach us the tricks and the ropes of what he's learned and what his mentors have taught him over the years.
And let me say, this says a lot about Desmond, right? $5 million man. He don't have to be carried. Don't worry about none of y'all. He don't know anybody who's going to join the 2.0 Genie workshop. He has access to tools and resources and people to do these things. It really says a lot when someone who has reached a pinnacle of success in their life is willing to pour back into you. But let me tell you what it really says. It says he wants you to take advantage of this opportunity to learn this so you can then use it for yourself. And the way to do that is he's offering a private workshop that he's going to do just for us to help entice you to get you to the water and tell you to drink.
Yes.
Right? Because we can take you to the water, but we can't get you to drink. So he's saying, you know what? They got you to the water. They're doing the heavy lifting of coming with all the tools. Now, I'm going to give you even more enticement to drink. You know you're thirsty. Come on, you know you're thirsty. So go ahead and scan that code, get in the workshop. He's going to give this extra bonus because he sees the value of what BSA brings, but he also sees how it can help you. Right?
Right. Yes.
Right.
Powerful. And it says a lot about all of us. I mean, he's leaning into us from seeing what we're doing, not only on here on our podcast, but he even shouted out Cherice saying, listen, Justin talks about you all the time. And he said, I want to give you your flowers because I see the momentum that they're carrying and what they're doing in their business, thanks to you as well as those around us. And it shows because, I mean, again, with the right people around you, you have your future in front of you and people pushing you to do the things.
And I have to really shout out to him because I have to give him his flowers because to make sure that other people get the tools they need to help themselves, that's big. And then he's saying, hey, listen, let me, what do I need to do to help you to get there? Yes, so I'm going to go do an income producing activity workshop just for you guys. If you jump into the webinar, right? Yeah. That's fire. Yeah. And I love it when people who are in a position to help others reach down and pull them up any way possible. Yeah, right? That's fire. So let me just say, if you were in Genie 1.0, not only did we decide to reduce the price, but you get 2.0 for free.
Wow. If you were the first, you get one for free.
For free.
Right? So you're not even having to come out of pocket again.
Nobody's doing that.
And if you think we brought it on 1.0, baby, you just wait for 2.0.
Ciao.
So today, Justin said, "Is it going to be your AI twin, or are you going to be live?" I said, "We'll see." So I put together. Here's my AI twin, everybody.
That was so good.
You see it? Put it up to your microphone. Put the sound to your microphone.
AI twin.
Yep.
Yes.
You got the sound to it? Check this out, y'all. This is her twin, and what I mean by twin is it's her AI dub, her duplicate, her doppelganger.
Advanced clone of regular Cherice. I can create endless content without getting tired. And the best part is that I was created in a few minutes from a single video. Hey, I'm AI Cherice, a digitized and arguably more advanced clone of regular Cherice. I can create endless content without getting tired. And the best part is that I was created in a few minutes from a single video.
You see, look, I'm in the same, and you see, I'm in the same chair in the same spot as I created the video, right? So we're talking about these AI twins are all the rage, you guys. Like there are people doing them, and sometimes you almost have to wonder, is it real or is it Memorex? Remember that? Is it live or is it Memorex? You almost have to wonder, because with the AI twin thing, it's all the rage. And so we're going to be talking about how to create your AI twin, what tools to use, how do you use them, how do you stitch them together and create an entire segment of training videos, whatever you're doing. Upload these into tools like the ones we're on now, set them up and go live, put them into your software programs that we use Poobler, set it, put your 30 days in there, forget it while you're off doing something different, right? And that ching is coming in.
That's right.
That's what it is about, using these tools to be like a nomad type of lifestyle, be able to do other things at the same time while you're hearing your phone ching, ching, ching. Right?
Hey, I love that.
That's what it's like, right? Yeah. That's what it's like. So really, the AI Genie Workshop, and that's only just like one of the things that we have done inside of the school community, right?
We're evolving. There's always something new that we're bringing out. And even me as an admin in the Biz Success Academy, I'm constantly being wowed and awed by because she brings stuff to the table when we have our meetings, and I'm like, wow. And so Cherice, let me just say, she's doing a lot in the background of Biz Success Academy and finding the newest trends, the newest AI technology and things, and investing in things. So there's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears being poured into Biz Success Academy. So it's not just another platform that you could go on and get lost in. We have the help hands-on. So if you get in there, you need help. It's as simple as asking the question. And there's going to be several people who's going to pour into you. There's nothing like it. there's really not. So, but I do want to say that the community is probably one of the most profound things because of that fact. Because Eric Rand, shout out to my brother Eric, Coach Charles, these are some of my accountability partners. And just recently, Eric Rand had mentioned to me, or I seen one of his posts, and it had a caption on it, right? It was captions, and it was really clean. I was like, hey, I called him up and said, hey, where'd you get that? How'd you do that? And he's like, man, your lady taught me that just last night. She showed me this. I was like, bet. So he showed me what he learned from Letty, and we're in the same house. But having him show me how he did it, it was quick, and it was I wouldn't say easy, but it was easy-ish. It was easier than I was expecting. It made things more simple. So having the right who's around you definitely is a plus. So I'm saying the community that we have in Biz Success Academy is unlike anything else I've ever witnessed, because there is the help, the hands-on. You got a question, you're getting answers. So, and again, we got Cherice here. She's super big on technology and the things that we're doing. Like she's bringing stuff to the forefront for us. So, we have the right team, and just, come bring yourself into Biz Success Academy and check us out. It's $1. Like, you can't buy anything on this planet for $1 anymore except Biz Success Academy. So get in there with this.
And I just wanted to say too, even after we're done with the Power Hour and the Coffee and Conversations, like all throughout the week, we're sending gifts, and we're staying in constant communication with each other. It's not like on other places I've been where you're in the community once everything is done, right? You're just done.
Right.
But we get to
it's a real community. You can post, you can DM one another, right? You can make a post and say, hey, somebody posted and was like, I can't find the prompt to the doll, and boom, somebody replied, it's right here in this module. Right. Somebody else said, when we did the AI Genie workshop the first time, prompting is important.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, what's the old saying? Garbage in, garbage out.
Yeah. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So, a prime example was when we had our doll boxes, I told Chat, take the doll out the box. Well, it took the doll out the box and left the box. And I kept saying, what am I saying wrong? So I had to tell it, how do I tell you to take the doll out the box and leave the doll? It said, oh, you have to ask me to remove, to extract the doll from the box. I was like, so that word extract means something different than remove.
Okay.
Is that crazy? So something as simple as like that so prompting is really important, because if you don't get the right prompt, you're not going to get the right results. Okay. So when I was growing up, my mother used to always say, you're asking the wrong question. Right? So you may be asking a question, and no question is a bad question. But if you ask the wrong question, you're not going to get the answer to what you need the right way. So prompting is really important. We gave out 550 prompts broken down into categories: health, wellness, you name it, shopping, e-commerce, and how to get Chat you can prompt Chat the right way, or Perplexity, or whatever other system you use, right? The right way to make sure you get the right answer. Right. So prompts are very important. You're going to get plenty of prompts in there to make sure that you'll be able to prime your Chat. We're going to teach you how to create your own bots so that they can work and do some of the heavy lifting for you, right? Then we're going to teach you some cool tools on how to do some other things. So this is just one of the workshops that we're offering in the AI Genie. We did Slay the Chaos about time management. We've just put a lot of things there. We just dropped a brand new accountability pack. So if you're big on accountability and you have an accountability partner, guess what? We have an accountability pack we just dropped. So if you're inside of if you are a member of the BSA and you're inside, get in that chat. Put a chat there. Hey, y'all, what's up? Good morning. Let us chat you back and stay in communication, because that is how you stay close proximity to those who are excelling and exceeding. Is a no-brainer, right? That's a no-brainer. That is the way you do it. All right. So I talked a lot. Does anybody this is your opportunity to ask me anything.
Yeah, you got Cherice Gilliam in the house, y'all. She's a powerhouse in more than one way. So ask away. You guys got some questions in the chat. Let us know. Let us hear what you're thinking, what you're feeling. But and while they're doing that, I want to say I had the opportunity, Letty and I both, and little Justin, to go meet Cherice in person
Oh my God, they came. Let me tell y'all, they came on the worst hair day ever, ever. Then he wanted to take a picture. I said, "On that picture is blackmail." Okay, that's blackmail money right there.
I got a photo. I thought it was a great photo, to be honest with you.
He has a picture. I was like, "Oh, worst day." I was like, "You going out the house like that?" I was like, "I know."
I didn't think that. She said, I woke up like this.
He drove, what, 3 hours? You drove 3 hours or something to come see us?
Yeah.
Also, I could fix his computer.
Yeah.
So
Also, I mean, that was part of the reason. And part of the reason was I wanted to meet, this phenomenal person who's literally starting to change my life, that I'm allowing to do these amazing things, going out of her way to help me and my family out in so many ways that, again, that I've never had. I mean, this is just somebody who she's showing it, not just saying it. She's showing me by, she said, come over to my house, come over here and I'll do what's needed to help you out on your computer, because I needed to physically be there. But again, having somebody that is not just saying it, but actually doing it and showing it, their real love, like, to me, that's commitment. So I'm doing everything I need to show her back as well, that, hey, I'm here for you just like you're here for me. And that's just kind of,
I love it. That's why I'm here on Just Like Us.
Right?
Fire. Absolutely. I really want to tell people that the community is where we are hanging out, where we are working, where we are making progress. And if you're looking to be one of those people who you just want to jump in and get into a community like that, and sometimes we have to put, like, Letty didn't come easy. I had to go in my bag of tricks and get. You remember the old hook they used to have when they get on people on stage and they get that hook and they ring them in?
I did not go willingly. I didn't. I was just like,
I had to talk to her. Like, hey, what can I fix for you?
I was like, really work.
She was
could this really work again? And I was complete, like, totally. Even in. And I want to give shout outs too, and due respect to Spectacular School of Business, the social media income challenge. Yes. That opened us up to the possibilities that we are coming into now. Without that, teaching about, I'm just I'm a hard sell.
Yeah, you can say
you
that.
I don't know. I'm like,
But again, Cherice was able to show it by showing up. She wasn't just trying to sell something to us. She was really adding value to our lives. And she did this because it's not only something that we're benefiting each other. Iron sharpens iron. So she sees how I show up as my true self, how I am, high energy, happy, positivity. And then she's able to add her side of things, which is she's creative. There's so many things about Cherice, like she's a powerhouse. And so by us and our combined efforts, like it is really a no-brainer.
And I wanted to say everybody on the team, Charlene, David, Coach Charles, there's Jasmine Major. We got Tish Panur. God, I know if I'm missing anybody, I apologize.
We're missing some people.
Tish said she was skeptic too. And I've been on Tish for a long time. And to see her jump in and do what she was doing. And I've been knowing her, but she's not seen me in this environment before. And so to see me in this environment where I'm bringing out all the tools from my 30 plus years of coaching, consulting, being close to people who are deep into technology and learning how to bring these things in and bringing them to you guys, that's what it's about, right? And there are so many people in the community who have so many skills that they're bringing. I just love it. I love it when we're on those calls on Wednesdays and Saturdays and they just get to go and I'll be like, hey, y'all, we got to go now. They still are going, right? You're just like, wow, it's so cool. But there's so much to learn inside of there. There's so much to take away. I wasn't even really going to get on here and talk about it this long, but I just feel like people really need to hear. Listen, I have to give a shout out to all those who came before us.
Yes.
Because if there was no them, there'd be no us. Now, I don't know Spectacular. I've never met him, but if I ever do, I will give him a big shout out. When I met Desmond the other day on your podcast, man, heart goes out to him. Because if there were no them, there'd be no where we are today, right? I met a lot of you from that, and I'm thankful for that, right? When I moved to a new city, there are people who live in that city already, and when I meet them, I'm so thankful for meeting those new people because they were there first. I can't downplay that. Please let me not pretend like there's no love there. I absolutely love the fact that I met a lot of you through that, right? The other day, I was telling Charles, like, I think I was telling you, Justin, that John A. Walker, I think she's on here giving her a shout out. I met Charles through John A. He fell into one of our groups one day, and we've been friends ever since, right? I swear I'm going to adopt his son. It's going to be my new godson. I swear that little boy is way too cute, right? And we just became like family. But I think that's what it's about: building together, growing together. Allow the people that we met along the way. We're all in here in it together to win it.
That's right. Yeah.
And that's the kind of place that we're trying to build. Maybe we're not growing at 10,000 people a month. Maybe we're growing slowly, right? We have over almost 300 people in a 3-month span. So we're growing slowly, but that's okay with me because I believe you're there, you're meant to be there, and you're growing at the pace you need to grow. And the people who need to be there are there, right? And like, what do they say? If we build it, they will come.
Let's go. Yes, absolutely. So again, having a community that we are slowly building, it means a lot because we have time right now. We have the resources to pour into you guys, and we're growing. So again, like you said, we're not growing at an exponential rate, but we're building a foundation. Okay, we're not just pouring in people to get money. $1, you guys. It sounds crazy, but we know what we're doing here. We're creating the army of ants. We want to pour into you. We want the people to come. We want your friends to come and join Biz Success Academy because those numbers are growing, and so is the information. With how we're pouring into each other. Oh, I got chills right now because of how much growth I have seen in the past 3 months. You guys, we're only 3.5. We're 3 months and a weekend to being in Biz Success Academy. Okay, we're just a baby. We're infant. Okay, and
I was gone 3 whole weeks of that 3 months. I was gone almost a month of the 3 months. Right? That's crazy.
We held it down, but again, we definitely missed your presence, okay? Because your presence is a gift,
Yeah, you guys held it down. Y'all was rocking. I was jumping in when I could.
She was out there. She was out there on a yacht on a big old boat. She was still chiming in. She was choppy as heck,
right?
Yeah, but still, she was chiming in, and that just shows dedication. Because when you have a mentor that you can actually reach out to and not only connect, but is going to pour into you. Like I can't help but want to pour back into her. You know what I mean? And really, it really is a blessing to have somebody like Cherice. If you guys haven't met her or don't know her, I would highly recommend getting into Biz Success Academy on the school platform and get to know her because she's got a day that's named after her, y'all. She has a holiday named after nothing. She didn't purchase this. This was something that she was given. She was gifted a holiday named after her called the Cherice Gilliam Day. I believe it's in Hawaii.
Yep, Maui and June 6th. But I'm just saying, listen, you guys are crazy. Come on in every Wednesday and Saturday. We have an open house. If you want to know what it's like, we're completely transparent here. We have nothing to hide. There's nothing to hide, right?
Yeah.
I could be off doing something else, but we're doing this. You could be off doing something else, but you're here tonight. Nothing to hide. If you want to see, we completely open up the community. And we'll click on every module and button and whatever you want to see it. If you want to come in and see it, then come on Wednesdays and come on Saturdays. The Zoom is open. Come in and see, peek around, look, right? Kick the tires, right? And see what it is.
Kick the butt.
You'll see that we're real.
That's what I did. I just, like I said, I kept like, okay, let me see what's in here. All right, what if I try this? And everything that I tried that was in there has worked for me. And it's worked for doing this podcast. It's worked in my personal life. It's working in, growing our business because we are the business.
The Success Academy.
Right? And you
just like us.
Are your business.
Y'all are just like us in so many ways. That's why we named it Just Like Us. Because there's so many people that are going through some of the things that we are going through. And if we do it together, we can bounce off each other, learn things different. Because again, you guys are going to know something that I don't know. You're going to be a professional at some things that I don't know, and you're going to add value to my life, especially if I'm looking for it.
And I think that what makes you have a great business model is when you're open to being coachable, when you're open, when you're listening to other people give you feedback. That makes a difference in the business, right? And that's how we are in the community. Hey, listen, if you have something you want us to try, or you tried something that didn't work, okay, let's try it again. Let's fix it, right? And I think that's what a great community is all about, and that's what we're trying to build there. And we just want to see you succeed. So come on in and join us. and then you'll be able to get in there and get. Somebody said that my AI twin looks like me. Well, in reality, it is me because I made the video,
Right.
and then it cloned me, and then now it's me. So now sometimes you'll have to wonder, when is it me? Or when is it my AI twin?
Is this really you, or is this your doppelganger? Yeah.
Well, we'll know if she's,
sometimes it's hilarious because Charles, I used to go live. I'd go live, and then I'd say, "Oh, Charles will call me." He'd be like, "Wait, you're on live right now. How am I talking to you?" I was like, "Oh, it's my twin."
Right. There you go. Okay.
Right. So now it'll be funny to see when I put up something, if you guys will notice if it's me or if it's my AI twin. That is just so much fun to play with. Just think about how much fun that is.
It's educational, it's informative, and it's something that you guys, if you guys don't already know, AI it's not taking over, but it is a huge part of, it's integrated into our life, whether you know it or not. There's almost everything that you can think of nowadays has some kind of AI, whether it's the making of a table, the desk. AI has its hands in everything. So if you guys are not for the AI, like, you're going to be left behind, and maybe you want to be left behind. Maybe that's okay, and that's cool with us. We're not here just to sell you on anything. We're saying we are here with the community, and the community has so many more things other than just all the technical stuff. We have a family. This isn't just people who's here just to check on any. We have a family, and again, a lot of the people that are in the chat right now have had firsthand experience with what we do here. And so that's why they're committed to being here with us right now. So that says a lot about our community at Biz Success Academy. So,
I think it says a lot about a lot of things, right? So, what did oh, now I'm gonna forget his name, right? He's from Shark Tank.
Oh yes, come on! I know y'all in the chat.
I could see his face.
He's from Shark Tank, and he owns the sports team.
Yeah.
Oh, Mark Cuban.
I don't know why that name is escaping me.
Mark Cuban.
Mark Cuban. If anybody has seen Mark Cuban lately, you can just go to his page, and the first thing on there, I think he might even have it pinned, and he says, "If I was 16 and had to start all over again, the only thing I'd do is I'd eat, sleep, and drink AI. That's it." And he said, if you're not learning it, then you're going to get left. If your business doesn't have it incorporated, then it's going to fail. Because it is incorporated into everything. You don't have to be afraid of it. Right? So he's like, he goes to sleep thinking about AI. And I think he's even creating a new company, maybe something to do with AI. I'm not sure. But I know that it is something I wanted people to not feel intimidated by. Right?
Yeah, because it can help you.
Is really getting in there and learning these new tools so that they help us.
And again, especially with what we're with, just the simple things like showing up and learning how to make a chatbot. It sounds complicated. It sounds, I'm not going to say it's easy, because you got to first of all show up, and that's half the battle. If you show up, that's half the battle. You're already winning anyways, because it shows not only yourself but us too that you're committed to your growth. But the other part is implementing what you learn. You know what I mean? So you got to show up.
Part.
You know what I mean? And then you got to take your notes and then implement it, and then you're on your way to having your business or whatever, even in your personal life, be even that much more fluid with what it is that you want it to do. So again, we're not selling you on anything. We're here for the people who want to learn, that want to earn, the people that want to be here with us. We're here. We are not here trying to pitch you anything or sell you. We're saying we have a community here that you could go buy into for $1 forever. Like you're not being, it's not
a lifetime deal, right? I ain't gonna be around a lifetime, but it is a lifetime deal. Everybody will be around, right? Because that's what legacies are all about, building something that's bigger than you.
Right.
That's what a legacy is about. I don't know. Has anybody ever read the book called The Dash? Anybody read the book? If you read the book called The Dash, put Dash in the comments.
Come on, let's
hear if you read the book. So the book called The Dash is about, a lady wrote a book, and it says, the day you're born, you have a birth date. And then when you die, you have a death date. So when you get in like an obituary, right, it has your death as your birth date, and it has a day you died, and in the middle there's a dash, right? The most important thing in your life is what you do in the dash.
I like that.
Right? Because everybody remember what day you were born. People remember what day you died. But will they remember what you did during the dash? That's the question.
I love
like
that,
that.
Cherice,
Okay,
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dash.
Have you guys ever?
I didn't write it. I
Right.
do have a book I wrote, but that wasn't it.
Yeah, speaking of which,
I
you'll be
think
coming out
that's
with
why
a
it's
book.
so important to be a part of a community, right? That's building legacy. That's building generational wealth, health, and
It's called the dash.
yeah, and learning how to give yourself time so you can live in that dash. That's what we all want. That's what I wanted all those years of working a 9 to 5, right? I was like, man, there's got to be more. And who knew that we would be sitting here today, you know, talking to you and being a part of this and a part of, you know, the Spectacular School of Business and just everything that is still coming, right? That we're still trying to grasp our minds around, like, is this really happening right now? We really just started a podcast where we get to talk about this and we get to bring guests up and we get to recommend them and you know, feel like we're a part of something. This is something that we're building together. Right. And we've been through some stuff.
We started from scratch. We started with we barely had an idea. We had a
laptop and a dream.
Working our 9
I love that. A laptop and a dream.
That's what we had. Yeah, straight up. So
it all started was a laptop and a dream, and then it became a magazine. I don't know how to.
Hey, come on, Cherice.
How to rap? That's not.
I got a question in the chat. Eric Rand says, "What are 3 books that you recommend?" And I think that might be to all of us. I'll start out with one book I would recommend is Influence. Okay, and it's right back here. It is Influence. Grab that right here. This book, Influence. Y'all get this. This is a very powerful book. Influence. This is the book. I just got done reading this. Very, very powerful, especially if you're looking to, grow your business and learn how sales work without being salesy. Influence. You want to influence people. It's another word for sales. So that's a book I recommend. Now, how about you, Cherice?
So I probably would recommend anything by Jonathan Maxwell. I'm a huge believer. Yes, I've read all the books, right? Influence People, the 4-Day Work Week. I've read them all, right? I probably have still the tapes from Robert Kiyosaki in my office over here when they were on cassette tapes. But Jonathan Maxwell really pushes leadership. And I think in order to be a great business owner, you have to be a great leader. And that is something that we miss a lot of times. You could be very successful, but if you're a horrible leader, even though your business is so successful and you have lots of money, people do not flock to you. You have a lot of turnover. People talk about your products, even though somehow you still manage to eke out success. But when you're a great leader, people flock to you. They want to help you. You can influence them. It is a way to leave a positive legacy, that dash, right? When you are a great leader. So John Maxwell, I love everything about him. I became a certified trainer for him. I just think it is such a cool, everything he creates is just about being that positive leader, being bigger than yourself, teaching people to be bigger than themselves. When you can teach someone to be bigger than you, that says a lot about you.
Yeah, that's what you're doing,
right?
To be honest with you, that's what you do.
And that is how we leave legacies, right? Like my father may rest his soul, and my mother. People still talk about them. I could stop someone. They'd be like, "Oh, your mother said, or your mother did, or your father this," and I'm like, "Wow, they've been gone a long time." And people will still say that the imprint on their lives that they made was huge. That is legacy building, you guys. It's not about giving some street sign named after you or some building named after you. You know, I got a day named after me. It's not that. It is truly about the impact that you make on other people's lives, because that's the ripple, right? Okay. So my third book hasn't come out yet, because I know we only got about 1 more minute. So I want to make sure I tell you what my third book is. My third book is a book that is going to be coming out in another month or so, and it's called Say What?
Ooh.
So it is about the life quotes and how they impacted me to build my business.
It's called Say What? Okay.
So it's called Say What. So it's all the things that I grew up hearing. Oh, we got book number
I
one.
also
okay, now boom.
That's an amazing book. And Jamie Kern Lima, you know, you've got to know that you got to know your worth first for you to even become a great leader, you got to know that you've got it inside of you. And this book was like a game changer for me. Right? I always knew I was great, but I would dim my light a lot. And she talks a lot about that.
I like
and, you know, she had a multi-million-dollar cosmetic company. She was on HS or QVC. And then, you know, she since sold it. But man, just the nuggets that I got out of this book just helped boost that. Like, yeah, I don't have to hide my light. I can come forward, which also helped get me back into the swing of things and come into this community, knowing that I'm worthy to be a leader. I've been called to be a leader.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And so that's what I'm going to do.
We're going to go over. We're not really, you know, we're not time crunched right now because again, when it's such a powerful podcast such as this, I mean, we're here to add value and create an impact. So, but I want to ask you guys in the chat, any other questions that you guys have? Because again, I don't think you guys really understand the influence we have in the room right now with Cherice Gilliam. You know, she's not really the type to brag on herself, but there's several awards and things that she's gotten in her life. But I just want to say, the person we have here with us, you guys have some questions, technology, anything to do with business.
Come on.
Ask now.
Very smart. So
kick the tires.
Listen, what do you guys got? Okay, sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. By John C. Maxwell, 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership is another, and a Developing the Leader within You 2.0 is another, in case you want to find that book. Okay, thank you for those. That was Jasmine May. Say what, love that. Let's go. Let's see who else we got in the okay.
And then she has Jen Sincero. I actually had that over here. You're a badass. If I can do it, you can too. I actually have that book over here too. I actually wrote a book similar to a little bit after I read that book. It was called Just Do You. I don't publish it anymore, but yeah, she's a good one too. There are a lot of good books out there. You know, you may even have a book in you. And guess what? We have some authors, producers in our community, and we're going to be coming up with a master class called authorship, right?
Okay.
So pretty soon we'll be trying to teach you why it's good to pull your genius out and put it in the book for others to read, right? Because that's what those people did. They pulled their genius out and made it available for the world to read so that you can become inspired by it. Just like Worthy showed you that you did not have to hide your light. Imagine if she wouldn't have wrote that.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So we're always thankful for those who came before us and
always
showed how to pull that light out, right? And then use that light.
Right.
And that's what the Say What is going to be about. I've used these sayings and I stand by a lot of them. Y'all hear me say them all the time. And I stand by a lot of them. And it's really what has shaped my life.
Give us an example.
Decisions.
Give us an example.
Favorite one.
Give us one or two of your Say What quotes.
Well, I think I shared this with one with you before, but it's one that my father used to always say. You know how you say birds of a feather flock together, right? We all heard that, but then he would always say, if you want to fly high like an eagle, you hang with eagles. But if you want to be full of bullshit, then you hang with jive ass turkeys. What's around you? Eagles, turkeys.
Okay, let's go.
I know one for me that my mom would say all throughout growing up was, because I'd always be, I just want to do what the other kids are doing. I want what she said, but you're not like them.
Right.
You were not made to fit in. You were made to stand out. So stand out. And I was like, ooh, okay. She still says that to this day.
Yeah. And that shapes you, right? It helps you build your confidence and you lean back on it. And it's those same things that you lean back on, right? My daughter's favorite one is there are 7 days a week, but someday ain't one of them.
Ooh, someday.
Like that. Let's go. All right. Hey.
That's her favorite one. She's probably on here listening to be like, Mom, you tell everybody my favorite one. Yeah, that's her favorite is, you know, we said all the time 7 days a week, but someday ain't one of them. So what day is today? Today ain't some, you know, you say, oh, someday I'm gonna do this. Someday I'm gonna do that. One day I'm gonna do this. One day I'm doing that's one day and some day is not in the 7 days. So pick a day and get it done. Get it done.
Good day and do it.
Okay, so Cherice, what can you let people know about you that they may not know about you?
I'm such a transparent, open book.
Right. That's what I'm asking.
And I am really humble. I really am. I'm humble. There are lots of things. Just to share with you, I have a day named after me. I've gotten an award from president. I've been in like maybe, 75 newspapers. And I have a you can see up on my wall. I have awards from every senator, congressman in the California, Nevada, and Hawaii. And I have I don't know, I've done a lot in my life.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
That's crazy, right? To have all of these awards from
Humble too.
just think about that. I've gotten awards from the Secretary of Education, you name it.
Yeah. See, and so you're so humble because I mean, behind you is just a not a basic. I don't know who painted the painting behind you, but you have a painting behind you, and a lot of people would probably, want to showcase what they have earned and learned and what they've done, and you're just so humble. And so that's one of the things I love about you because if I didn't ask, a lot of these things, people might not know because you're just such a humble person. You know what I mean? And you're okay with that, and I love that about you.
Yeah, because I don't believe that it's about me, right?
Yeah.
I think when you build a business, whatever it is, it really isn't about you. You're solving a problem for someone, whatever that may be, right? When a person created chapstick, they solved the problem having dry lips.
Right.
Now, maybe they had dry lips too, but that's not what it's about. The number one thing your business should be doing is solving a problem, right? If your business is solving a problem, whatever that problem may be, today it is people need to hear real, relatable, raw stories that they can relate to so they can get out there and become confident in their world, right?
Yeah.
This is what your podcast is doing for people. And you're bringing multimillionaires in, you're bringing humble people in, you're bringing people in from all walks of life because all walks of life is listening to your podcast.
Just like us.
Right?
You're just like us. We are a lot like them. You know what I mean? And so I got one more question in the chat. Eric says, who is your mentor or accountability partner, Cherice?
Okay, so my mentor, my accountability partner, Charlene, she holds me accountable all the time. And then I tell her, Charlene, you're a horrible accountability partner. I say it all the time. She'll be like, I know. Like, Charlene, you're a horrible accountability partner. Although she is really, truly a great accountability partner for me. And then my mentor is really my cousin. I have a cousin who is so near dear to me. When we were young, she's several years younger than me. And when I was a teenager, and people wanted you to go outside, they wanted you to kiss boys and do all this stuff. I didn't want to do it. I wanted to just play with my Barbie doll. And so she would say, I'll play with you with your Barbie doll. And to this day, we are thicker than thieves. And she is truly somebody I look up to. Even though she's younger than me, sometimes I'll call her and ask her, hey, I got a question, I got an opinion, what do you think? And then she'll always recorrect me like, no, girl, charge them this and they're okay with it because you're worth it. And I'll be like, yeah, I know, but I want to charge. I always want to charge less. And, I'll say, I want to build this. Go do it because people need to see what you have. So she is really truly a value to me. And I think she's on here tonight. What's up, cousin? She's on here tonight. And you have to have somebody in your life like that. Now, let me tell you, she doesn't always tell me yes.
That's good, right? That's what
she will tell me,
no, good. No,
you can't do it. That doesn't work.
Okay.
No.
I need to.
So if you don't have that, if you have someone who always tells you yes,
you just know that. Yeah. I need to
account. It will take you so long to recorrect.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Because you'll recorrect, but it'll be just a little longer. So you want somebody who is gonna tell you yes and tell you no and keep it real with you, and then you not to take it personal. Right.
Yeah.
I gotta no.
Charles, go ahead. Charles Floyd says, my question is, what do you have to say to people who are on the fence about joining Biz Success Academy right now, Cherice?
Well, I would just ask them, what are they looking for in their lives? Are they looking for a community? Are they around people who they love and trust and they know that they can get answers that they need right now? Are they looking to build an empire? Are they looking to build a legacy? If they're looking to do any of those things, then, and if you're still not sure, because you're just one of those super reserved people, come to the open house. It's free.
Yes.
What do you got to lose?
Nothing.
Right?
Yes, absolutely.
So
great answer.
And here's the thing. We're not putting you in a closet and locking you in. If you come and you join us and you don't like us, you can leave.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Won't hurt. No feelings will be hurt.
Oh,
right? No feeling will be hurt. I think you won't find that. I think you'll find that you'll want to stay.
Yeah.
But we're just trying to bring you everything we have so that you can be the best you that you can possibly be.
Right. Absolutely. Yes. That's well said.
Right.
A great answer for that. So I would say you are out $1 if you don't like it, but there is so much to like on the inside. It really is, you guys. Again, the community, I can't say enough about the community itself, because again, we met through Spectacular School of Business through Coach Charles. Coach Charles introduced me to Cherice. He's seen the light in me, and we worked together as captains. So him introducing us, and who was the gal in here that introduced all of us all together that met Charles? Or the one that's in here that Charles met. She's in here now. What was her name again? I want to shout out to her. She was in the Biz Success Academy meeting earlier. Remember the one that you guys mentioned? She was what was her name? Cherice?
Jasmine.
Is it Jasmine? No, the one that met Charles and that you met Charles through.
Oh, John A. I think she's in here too. She wasn't here earlier.
Again, shout out to
this
her.
thing is scrolling so much up, and I'm watching 3 screens, so I'm not sure which screen I'm watching. But John A. was here. Shout out. I've met her. I've been knowing her for a while. We had a community together. She then introduced me to Charles in our other community that we had together. And today she just joined BSA. So welcome, Jay. Oh, there's my mentor right there. She says, I'm here. She's like, I love you too, cousin. Big hearts out to my cousin, because she's real. She is real. If she's in the community and you guys are looking for an accountability partner, I just warn you, she's real. And she will keep you straight. She will make sure your stuff is straight. She ain't letting you be raggedy, and she's gonna make sure. And that's how she gets down. So I love her for that, right?
Shout out to Eric, my accountability partner for sure. My alarm went off as we were here, bro. I'm gonna call you after this. 7 o'clock comes on. I'm ready to chat with you, brother.
Yeah.
So
I have a few accountability partners, not one in this community,
and that's okay.
But, right, but I do have them around.
They're good to have.
Yeah. You can have one for one thing. You can have one for a temporary accountability partner. Just because you're committed doesn't mean you have to be committed for life.
Who has a burning business question?
Yeah, who's got a business question that's burning that you want to get answered right now? Because again, we got a professional here
that you've been wanting to know how to do. What should you do?
Come on, y'all. How many we got? At least.
Yeah, you need real. I got real. Come on.
We got 60 people in the house now. And then we're not just solely about business. We're about family too. But tonight's episode is really about some business strategies. What do you guys want to learn? Because again, we had Desmond Soon on a couple days ago, and there was so much that we unpacked. He was pouring into us, and there were so many things that we learned. So again, you have a powerhouse right here. And just because she's not saying it, I'm sure she's up there in as far as wealth of knowledge on what Desmond knows too. So ask your guys' questions.
Yes.
Okay. So I've had what does it say? It's getting blocked. I've had others that don't bring much to the table, but Coach Charles is the bomb.
Oh, Coach Charles.
Questions. I'm waiting on you, brother. Let's go. Anybody got any questions in business? Because you don't want to get this opportunity. Well, unless you're in Biz Success Academy, then you get this opportunity.
Then you get it.
Wednesdays and Saturdays, and you can DM us and everything, right?
Okay, I was on a webinar Monday morning, and they were $3,997. You should not be on the fence for $1 for reals. Latricia,
I even showed you guys the 3,000. So this lady is doing a genie, a version of an AI agent webinar, and I showed you guys the link. And then I said, ours is $27. And we went through each piece, and we're saying we're giving you all of this. And then there's a few other things we're giving you. But hey, listen, I'm not mad. If somebody paid her $4,000, great. Because that's how she's paying her bills. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
And what we have is $27 for the AI Genie workshop. We're going to teach you so much, and we're going to have some fun, right?
Yes.
Okay, so here we got a question. How do I create a webinar and a ClickFunnels?
Oh,
now you know, Randy, that's way too easy.
Let's go, Aaron. Good question.
If you are in the Biz Success Academy, go into Module 5. And inside of Module 5, it's going to tell you everything about how to use System.io, how to use Go High Level. You can create your webinars there, ClickFunnels there. And ClickFunnels is a proprietary is a company, right? So really you're just talking about a funnel. But inside of Go High Level, it's in there. ClickFunnels is in there. System.io is in there. How to create funnels and how to create webinars when you open up your Go High Level or your System.io, how you go through and maybe make a webinar or even a website or etc. All those things are in there if you're in the community, right?
Okay,
So if
awesome.
you're not in the community and you want to learn how to create a funnel, or you want to learn how to create a webinar, or you want to learn how to make your website with any one of those, join the community for $1.
Oh,
Go to module 5. And if you get stuck, guess what?
oh, yeah.
Hit the DM button. DM me. If I can't work it out, I'm sending you a Zoom link and we'll work it out. Right, Jasmine's on here and she can attest to us and Zoom and working it out. Her funnel is beautiful. She just got her pages up. So kudos to her for that work, right?
Can somebody scan this and let me know what comes up? Because I want to see that you guys are. Can somebody actually let us know that this is a working link? Because we
So that was easy
on here. Okay, so we got another question here. Let's go ahead and go with Tishpiration, and Tishpreneur is what I know her as. And how do you change followers into real dollars? How do you change followers into dollars?
Ooh, that is a great question. So one is consistency. You have to have the know, like, and trust factor. So if you haven't heard of that, we all know what that is, right? So a person has to kind of know you. They got to kind of like you. They vibe with the style that you are. Listen, I'm chocolate. I ain't the flavor for everybody, okay? Some people don't like it. I just ain't everybody's flavor. And it's okay. I'm okay with that because, hey, look, if you like pistachio, do you, boo, right? So it's not everybody's flavor. So they have to be able to know and like and trust you. And the more you do that, they're going to buy from you. It's just that simple because they know the products that you sell. They know the quality of the work that you do. They know that the value is there of what you're putting out, kind of like what you see us do. We have tested. If I tell you I use a particular platform, you can best believe I have tested it. Charlene has broke it. We've talked to them to fix it. And then we did something else. I'm on people have used this people use this app called Captions. I've been on chat with them for the last 2 hours because I broke it. And they're like, what? Send me a screenshot. I can't figure this out. That never happens. Well, guess what? Before I go recommending it, I got to kick the tires and break it. So when you know that when somebody recommends something or they're offering something for sale, it's easy to turn those followers into paid clients because you've done that work, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
But when we break something, that's the beauty of it, right? We get to find another way to put it together.
Right? Exactly.
Okay, so where do we find the $27 class? I'm gonna put it up for you guys. I believe our link is still the same as it was before.
Right here, you see my finger.
Look at that,
right where she's pointing.
Yes. Scan that. That should be create your own AI. We call it chat. We call it AI Genie because not only do we stand out, but the AI Genie is like it's everything you need in the bottle. You just gotta rub that mug the right way. So somebody scan that for me real quick, please, if you guys don't mind. Thank you for doing all these tasks.
I've been seeing it pop up all night. So
might have been for the I think they must be working. So okay, so let's get back to the chat real quick and see. Okay, most certainly, let's see who we got here. Who is this? We said Jasmine said most certainly she is not kidding about the Zoom links at all. And thank you for that, Jasmine. And okay, and 50 got us no like and trust. Absolutely. Come back to Rand Eric, and he says the link works. Okay, cool. Let's go. And now we got. I'm just gonna go down real quick. I tried to set up a funnel for way longer than I wanted to admit on BSA. Charlene really helped me get the ball moving. I can onboard real clients now. I love that. That's nice. These are the testimonials that I'm talking about because again, the people who you guys see on here right now have all in one way or another been poured into by this team, and majority of the pouring into has been done by Cherice and Charlene. So shout out to Cherice and Charlene both for all of the efforts and all the energy and all the drive and everything that they put into this community. These testimonials are coming mostly from their commitment and what they're doing here in the Biz Success Academy. So great stuff right there. Okay, so this 4-4 not working. This 4-4 page not found.
I dropped a link. Just look up right next. Drop the link right behind you. So right above your posters, you can put it up. The next one is the link to the page. There you go. Boom. But it is working. The Genie Workshop link is working. Somebody just scanned it. Get the Genie Workshop so that you can get Desmond's proprietary training he's going to do. That is so exciting to me. And I just cannot say enough to people who, when you pour into other people, God pours into your business.
Yes.
It works.
I'm saying testimonial right here too.
It works. Sometimes you don't need a lot of gadgets. We know a lot of the things that we need to do to, over the last 5 Saturdays, we've been breaking down clarity, right? Getting consistency and breaking things down on what we need to do to make sure we're being efficient in our businesses.
Right.
And I think that is so valuable because even though we're on here for an hour, we can only get so much in, can only give you so many tips, right?
Yeah.
We talked about the AI genie. We didn't even talk about the Instagram bundle.
Oh yeah,
right. We didn't talk about the Instagram. You just can't get it all in. So you get inside the community, you get to see it. You get to talk to people. We're here Wednesday, we're here Saturday, and over time, you are building your empire, and that's powerful.
Seriously, it really is. And we started from the ground up, you guys. So Biz Success Academy, I was here as one of the co-founders to being able to build this from the ground up. And I'm saying, like, I'm excited to be a part of this as they are to have me here as well with the energy that we have all together. QR code up here, just above Cherice's head. This is the Instagram bundle. Let me tell you guys something. So this was the very first dollar I made online was with this Instagram bundle. Okay. And it was amazing because it was, I made not only one sale in one day, I actually made 10 of my very first sales online, 24 hours, you guys. So to me, I was like, this works. This actually is working. I have been in other, academies and things of that nature. And for me, having something like this work for me, it was like, it was that dollar bill that people hang up behind their, in their business and things like that for the first dollar they made. It was huge. You guys, this is the breakthrough I needed. I've been part of this community for just over 3 months. And I think that was about a month and a half into it where I earned my very first 10 sales in one day. So that says a lot about what we're doing here and what we're offering. So you guys get in here with this, start getting your sales inside of BSA and watch the money start coming in, you guys. Okay, so
it's the real deal. Like we put it up, we built the Instagram bundles 1 and 2, and then I said, okay, I'm gonna let you guys watch me use the material inside the bundle and grow my page. I didn't even play with my Instagram. I really don't even get on Instagram. I'm a Facebook kind of girl, right? And I said, okay, I'm gonna just let y'all do it in real time so you can see the results of what I'm getting from using the information in these bundles, right? And from there, it just started, the Instagram started growing and growing and growing, and then people could see it in real time. So we write these pamphlets and we put these journals and things together for you guys, and we do test it and we check it to make sure that it's all working. So
yes, and also we got one more for you guys. And again, this social media hack was what really this changed it for me. Okay, this was the one that was like, okay, this actually being in the academy, the Biz Success Academy is amazing because I'm able to see real-time results on what I'm doing, and having the community pour into each other like we do. It really does something for not only your business but yourself personally, to know that there's people that you can count on that can pour into you. I'm just saying, you guys go into the Biz Success Academy, you have a question, it is up to you if you want to get these questions answered. You just simply ask. Just ask, hey guys, I'm struggling with this, or I'd love to know more about this. Does anybody have any? And again, we have some powerhouses. We have David Watts, you guys, inside our community. He owns his own television station. We have Cherice. Okay, you guys are seeing the power of Cherice. We have Charlene in the back. Like, she is the behind the scenes powerhouse behind a lot of the stuff that we're doing. We have Charlene to thank for a lot of the Biz Success Academy success, what we're doing, because she's really, really fluid with what she's doing. We got Letty over here. Letty is really, she's able to commit to what we're doing, and then just her energy alone is helping a lot of us. Like I said, we had Eric, learn from her, bring it back full circle to me. We got Jasmine. I mean, I could go on. We have a community, guys, unlike anything else I have ever witnessed, and I've been a part of some circles. So I'm just saying, what we have going on, it is, we're just growing. We're just starting. We're a baby in the business world, but we have some powerhouse heavy hitters in our community. So get in here while you can. It's only $1, but I'm telling you this. Can I tell him, Cherice, that it's not going to be like this for long? Okay.
No,
it's not. We're going to raise the price up to, so get in before July 4th, because we are going up to $97 after July 4th. So I would say
we're $97 now. We reduced it down to $1 to let people come in, but we're going to be going back in July back to the original price of.
And by all means, I mean, get in there where you can. But it's only fair if you guys get in there and you were to see the information that you have. It's not like you're getting flooded with information and you don't have a go-to to ask. You have questions about it. You're getting more than life support. You're getting an actual physical Cherice, Justin, Letty, Dr. Renee. There's plenty of people in there that's going to help. Okay, so make sure you do yourself a favor, get in there for $1 where you can, and share it with your friends and family. Let's get in there. And one more thing before we do tune out. We have Desmond soon coming into our community, pouring into us. This is huge, you guys. So if you've ever looked for a mentor or somebody that that knows what they're talking about, that is very, very highly successful, and you want some of these goodies that he's bringing, come into Biz Success Academy. Click this link down here. And and then get into the AI genie, because that's where the real magic happens, because it's obviously an AI genie. So the magic happens with the genie. And so I'm gonna put it up here one more time. If you guys get in and click this link with Desmond soon, tied to the end of this, you are going to have a lot of information that you didn't have before. So here we go, right here.
I have to say, I am so completely impressed with you guys right now. I'm just like, look at the two of them.
Hey.
Listen, if anybody can go back and remember when you guys were just on your one Facebook page.
Oh God.
I'm watching I'm watching Facebook, I'm watching the YouTube. Look, you're on fire. I'm so impressed with what you guys have done. This is fire.
Yes.
You guys, look at your new studio and your the gear. I cannot wait to get my Just Like Us cup.
Yes, and speaking of which, hold it up.
Cannot wait to get my Just Like Us mug. Right? You guys now have merch. Man, you've done this like in just a couple of months.
Yeah, straight up. Yep.
Wow.
What is it? Episode 20? I think 20.
Season 2, episode 23.
Wow. But we go back and watch season 1.
That's 50
y'all look like
episodes,
this.
y'all. That's 53 episodes, staying consistent. So, and we just got onto the YouTube platform, so I can't wait to get monetized. So we need you guys. If you guys aren't already on there, please go to our
YouTube
channel. It's Just Like Us, all one word. It's at Just Like Us.
You're on YouTube.
You go in there and support us. You don't have to give us money. You don't have to. We're not asked. Just support us with a like and subscribe. Because when we get to 100, then we can monetize. Then we can start doing more things. Because again,
it'll be so quick. It'll be so quick. You're already like almost 80 plus up on a brand new page that you just created days ago. We created that page days ago, didn't we, Letty? You're already like at 80, you're almost at 100 where you need to be. You just created this YouTube channel. Like we're like, oh yeah, so you need to get off of Facebook and get on YouTube. You're like, I'm creating a channel. I'm just like, man, it has just been so great to watch your progress.
And again, having someone like you to give us these nuggets and then to go see us go implement this, like is really sharpening iron.
It is.
Right? You've seen us doing what you've told us and implementing it. Like you can't be more proud. It's like a proud parent. I mean, more than
that. It's like y'all graduated preschool and now you're at kindergarten. I'm just like loving it. And it's true, because if anybody has seen you over the last month or so, they know that what we have in our community is real, because they can see it from what you've been doing.
Yes.
Right? If nothing else, we can say you're living proof.
Right, exactly.
Right?
Testimonials for sure. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so on that note, we want to say thank you to everybody who joined here today. Yes. Like I'm tearing up a little bit just because I'm seeing the success that we have, and it's not just us. It takes a village, you guys, to raise a child, and we are that child right now. We have a village. We have people behind us that's standing behind us, holding us up, and standing next to us, in front of us, all around us, so that we're surrounded by greatness, and we're doing this on purpose. We're not just accidentally falling into the hands and the eyes of people like Cherice and David and Jasmine and Coach Charles and Desmond. We're putting ourselves around these people on purpose. So, make that the point to be around the right people, because it's not how you got there. It's who helped you get there, because we all need help. And if you're doing it by yourself, you're doing something wrong. Okay. So again, shout out to everybody who joined us today. There's a long list, and it seems to be getting longer. So we appreciate all you guys being here. Cherice, if there's anything lasting that you want to say or add to the podcast, let us know now, please.
No, I just want to say that again, we're building the community because it's not about us. It's about you guys. It's about you building the dream and the legacy and the empire that you want to build. We're just making sure that we bring you the right tools and information and knowledge so that you can get there quicker, faster, without as many, head bumps, right?
Yeah, right.
And that's truly what it's about. Today, we're talking about Justin and the podcast and how much we've seen you grow. But wait, stay tuned because Justin, you're ready to come up with a workshop coming up soon, right? We're currently working on him to develop a workshop. And these are the kind of things that you've been wanting to do. I've done a bazillion workshops in my lifetime. You've not done any, but you want to do one. So guess what we said? We're going to put one together for you, right?
Yeah.
And we're always doing these kind of things, helping you get to the next level, because that's what this community is about.
Right.
So, and once you've done it, you'll be able to show someone else, and that will go forward. So all I can say is pay it forward and treat yourself by paying $1. You know what you can do? You can pay it forward and pay $1 for someone else that you know that could be here and that could bring, you could get the value from it. Share this with everything, right? With everyone, because that's what we're building. So this is this has been fire. Thank you all for allowing me a little bit of time in your precious day to share what we have been talking about. And I'm just looking forward to all the great things that we have coming. You guys could have just listened. How they say, watch this space.
Let's go. Absolutely. Again, shout out to Cherice Gilliam. Amazing powerhouse to be here. We're blessed to have you here and give us your time, your knowledge, and everything that you've learned in the past. And to those who are in here, thank you guys for joining and piping in and chiming in and being a part of this podcast. We look forward to seeing you guys Wednesdays and Fridays, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Again, we love all of you guys, and we know a lot of you guys are just like us as we are just like you. So stay close to the fire. Let's keep learning and earning together. Get into Biz Success Academy and be a part of this community, this team, this family, and let's learn together. Again, shout out to everybody. Thank you guys for being here. Yeah. We will see you guys on Friday with none other than David Watts from Onstage Plus, and he's part of the Biz Success Academy. So make sure you guys tune in 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and watch the magic happen. This man knows his stuff. Okay, we love you guys, and we will see you guys Friday, 6 p.m. Standard.